Hi everyone, this is Nithish. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, and it is the topic of the action we do every single day. And the topic is the formation of habits, and this looks very a common concept. Habits are really important, and we have been told that habits decides um, how far we go in our life. So if you look at closely this habit formation, there are four steps involved in this habit formation, and in this video I'm going to share those four stages, and every single stage plays a very big role in the formation of habits, or the work or the actions we do every single day. And the first stage of habit formation is cue. Cue is the trigger that initiates the behavior. If you take an example of anything, like if you have a habit of um, watching a movie, then seeing a remote on the table is the cue, and this action kind of triggers the behavior. So this is called cue, and this leads to the second stage, that is uh, cravings. And cravings is kind of motivation to do that particular action you saw in the form of cue. So from the examples we have taken, if you see that um, a remote on the table, that is called cue. That's like triggering that behavior. And the cravings is the motivation to perform that action. So motivation to pick up that remote and turn on the TV. So in this stage, we tend to do that action, and not necessarily we perform action. We just get get that thought of doing something, that you're desperately want to do something, and in this stage you don't perform the action, and you just get a thought in your mind that, oh, I need to pick up this one, I need to open or turn on the TV so that I can watch these things. So you get back to the previous times when you watch it a cricket match or whatever the things you like to watch on TV. So you get that trigger. So you get that thought also to pick up that remote. So this leads to the third stage, and this is very important stage in the formation of habits, and that is the response. We all know that response is the action we take, the actual action we take on anything. If you go with the similar example we have taken, um, picking up that remote and turning the TV on is called response. If you take in the habits terminology, then the picking up the remote is called the response. And response is very important, and response is not alone, and it is backed by cue and cravings. So to reach that response level, you should have cue and craving first. So that means you cannot directly go out and go to the room and turn on the TV. Before that, you get a message to your brain that, oh, I watched this match yesterday and I haven't finished this, so I need to watch the highlights of this match today. So this is kind of a mix of cue and cravings in your brain. So it leads to the response that you make regarding that action. So in the response stage, as I said, you pick up or you do any action regarding the cue you got. So this is called response, and once you complete this response, I mean the action, on the particular cue, then comes the reward, and this is the last stage of habit. And reward is something you get, and that results depends on that reward is depends on what how you perform that, how you responded to the cue and the cravings. And if you combine cue, cravings, and response, you get the reward. uh, in the reward stage, three things are involved. So without only one cue, you cannot get the reward. It's same like, you are performing any action. To do that, you need multiple things to perform. So at the end you get the reward. So habits forms in the same pattern. And after that, compounding actions, that includes cue, cravings, and response, you get the reward. So it's like satisfying your craving about whatever you wanted to do. And this stage is very common, and this is the stage where you feel very satisfied, and you feel very good, because this is the time you get what you wanted, and you wanted to turn on the TV. So you just got it. You just got it. So you definitely be very exaggerated, and that desperation you had in the initial stages, uh, in the form of reward, you get it. So this stage completes the habit formation. But what happens with the habits, it doesn't end here, and it continuously goes in loop. Like, if you perform one action, and if you perform any habit, it doesn't end in the first trial, and it continuously um, gives you cues and cravings. So next time when you get a similar cues, you might fall into that trap as well. So there's a high possibility that you again perform that event, sorry, that action. So habit, it's very crucial. And there are two ways, like, if you wanted to um, have a good habit, then definitely it requires these four stages. And if you want to remove or like take out one habit from your routine, then it requires you to go against all these four stages. And to break any habit, you have to reduce the exposure to the cue that happens uh, in the first stage, very first stage. So if you don't want to watch the TV, and you just want to go come out from that zone of trapping yourself to watching TV, then you have to keep that remote a little away from the place you visit often. And that works really well if you really want to break a bad habit. And the cravings you get also comes down a little bit. And cravings is depends on the experience, or the, like, yeah, experience you had in the first trial of doing anything. Like if you just watched a TV, and that experience the you got from the first time will determine how explosive that second time you fall into that habit. um, I'll try to explain in simple words that, um, like if you played cricket today, and you hit a six, and that gave you some energetic vibe and satisfaction level. And whenever you go to the ground, and whenever you talk about cricket, uh, that the intensity of the previous match you played will have an impact on the next event as well. So watching a TV, um, and the experience you get from that will also have a huge impact on the next time you're trying to watch anything on TV or phone. And it happens with every thing we do. So this is really important to go with good habits, keeping these four stages in your mind. And if you go against it, then definitely you will get into trap of that bad habit formation. So if you want to create a good habit, you have to make it uh, more available. Like if you want to have a habit of um, reading, then you have to put a book on a table, and that should be visible to you every single time. So that leads to the cravings, and when you see that book, oh, you get that cravings in your head, that that motivation you get, that oh, I should read today. And I had a great experience last time when I read it, so this time I can, or I'll try. So this is what message you get inside your mind, so you're more likely to act on it. So this is how a good habit works, and I explained both how bad habits and good habits work. And even, yeah, both of them follows that pattern: cue, cravings, and response and reward. And keeping this in mind, you have to analyze the every action you perform every single day. If you take an example of throwing a wrapper of chocolate, you just buy a chocolate and see what you do. Like if you throw it away unconsciously, that means it has become a habit. Okay, and I observed it in my life as well. Like I used to buy a chocolate and eat the, like take out the chocolate out of that wrapper, and throw the wrapper to wherever uh, I was I was there. That habit should be avoided. Like you have, it is harm to the nature, and it is harm to yourself as well, because you're doing it unconsciously. And so it takes control of you. So please avoid doing such mistakes. And with using these four stages of habit formation, you can figure out where that action or the habit is starting, what is leading uh, this habit to the next level. uh, so these are the things you have to keep in mind. And you have to figure out what works and what is working right now. First you have to analyze the current habits, then you have to focus on the next habits. that you want to have in your routine. So focus on that, and thank you for your time. And for more such content, um, if you really found it useful, you can subscribe and hit a like if you liked it. And uh, and in the coming days you will see a lot more of these kind of contents which helps you grow. And most importantly, I will share the things that worked for me, not just I don't just take out the concept or the things that doesn't um, make you, or it doesn't take you anywhere in your life. So I want to add value to your life. So that's it, and thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.